Hey everyone, welcome back. I am back today with more Kamen Rider Revice, you guys. To say we have a lot going on is kind of an understatement. It seems like every time we try to wrap something up, we just open up like more stuff to deal with. So, finally thought we were maybe gonna get some like insight on what's going on with the dad last episode, and nope, we're just gonna kind of like hint at more things and then just move on. So I'm looking forward to seeing like what we're going to be tackling next, because I have a feeling some of these are kind of like they're playing the long game on it and they're not going to kind of like really tell us what's going on for a little while. They're going to kind of like string us along in a good way. So I'm looking forward to seeing like what our kind of more immediate thing that we're going to deal with is going to be now that we've wrapped up the previous little batch. Undoubtedly, it will have to do with the new development about Iki and Vice, which I was delighted about last episode because it reminded me so much of Den-O. And you guys know that I love any and all references to Den-O. So I'll briefly just kind of recap where we're at for now before we move on into the next one. But first off, I just want to say if you're joining me early today, you know just what that means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so much. And as always, I'm sending up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in that description down below. And if you're joining me on those YouTubes, I hope you'll be sure to hit like and subscribe for me. Thank you so much. All right. So just the whole thing with Iki and Vice just really, like, I didn't see it coming, and I shouldn't be delighted by it because it's kind of like another problem, but at the same time, I can't help but sort of be, like, amused by it. So we still have that. We had this great story last episode with George just kind of like, I really thought the whole time he was going to end up, you know, like doing some kind of double cross. And he really didn't. I think he genuinely just wanted to satisfy his like scientific curiosity, which says a lot about George. And I think I'm finally starting to get a little bit more about what he's about. He's really not like fighting for justice or good or anything like that. That I could tell he's kind of just doing things to satisfy his own curiosity and kind of his own just kind of like fanboy-ishness over Kamen Rider, which I could totally understand. But I think I wonder if we're going to get more into it, but I do think that I'm starting to get that a little bit more. Like, okay, he's not really, like, his affiliation isn't, like, really, like, moral good, moral bad. It's just kind of like what suits him scientifically. Does that make sense? So I loved the kind of emphasizing the bond between Iki and Vice. It was a really great moment. It was really fun to watch. You know, we had, I think it was several episodes ago where it was like one of the first times they really had to trust each other. And Iki was like so not sure about it. And now we had like Iki convincing Vice, like, trust me on this. I trust this person to do this. You need to trust me on this. So it was a really nice just kind of culmination, I feel like, of how far we've come with those two. We had the stuff with the dad. The dad, I think, clearly does not know what's going on, at least not consciously. I have no idea what's kind of lying beyond that. We had, oh my gosh, the stuff with, yeah, like the Demon's driver was like, okay, time to head home. So there's that. And then they showed like two other drivers kind of like in this brief shot at the end. So there's that to deal with. But yeah. We definitely have a lot going on, a lot of threads, and like I said, I'm really not sure if they're going to address any of it right away. If I had to guess, I'd say they're probably going to sort of like string us along for a little while on some of these bigger issues while we deal with like smaller stuff along the way right now. So, you guys, there's only one way to find out, and that's to jump right into the next episode of Revice. Let's do this. What? Vail. Ah! Wow. It's very... That is very close and very creepy. What is their relationship exactly? Huh? Wow. Yeah, now they're like stuck. Oh! Covering material cultures with archaeology. Have we found the key? And a convenient slam on the table. Oh my god, it's a baby George. Oh, he's so cute. Oh my god. It's the little kid saying it. Sometimes you have to look to the past in order to determine the future. Oh, we're going to do some digging on the Igarashis. Is that what we're doing? Bathhouse fire. We're... Nothing can really hold him back, though. He's like, I want to be a part of it. He's like, I'm part of the bathhouse, too. Oh. Huh? She's like, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, that's what we're talking about. Sure. Smooth.
Oh, Love-chan. Love-chan doesn't act up.
Okay, so... Okay, gotcha. Oh, sweetie. Is this like a repressed memory thing? Oh, see, we're all business in weekend. Huh? Vail, this is the... Okay, this is a demon's... So home was weekend? So he does care about his son. That voice sounds really familiar. What? He's my partner? I'm sorry, what? They're linked. They're linked. Whoa. Oh! Oh, she can't take it. Oh, she's gonna show her hand, though. If she's really just... What? Oh, okay. He's just like, fine, then you have to do something for me. Okay. I like how George is like never phased. I can get used to Iki Vice though. So Sakura's not gonna have this. Like, if anyone can get to the bottom of this with Aguilera, I feel like they have a connection. Oh, great. Oh, something's wrong. They're trying to get out. Oh my, Love-chan! That's very rude, Love-chan! Huh? What are we looking at? What am I looking at? If that, so help me God, if that's... What is that? To return to him. Oh no, they were talking about the dad! No way! That's the dad's demon! Oh no, that's who he was referring to. Dad, no! So, Kabuto. Oh no, Dad is the real... And the heart is back. Don't tell me Vail is like his vice. His Kagero or Love-chan. It's like his deep. Oh no. Oh no, guys. This is very bad. Kamen Rider Vail. Whoa. Oh no. He's like, I could have told you that. But he didn't. He didn't. What exactly was their deal? What? That's no answer. I'm just like, I knew this was coming, but I would not have predicted it this way. Oh, something tells me he's going to be the most powerful one. Something tells me. Failing impact. Oh, dang. No one's going to stand a chance. But here's the thing, though. How much of the dad we actually knew was dad, and how much of this is actually... Because we see how Iki and Vice work. I feel like his affiliations are not going to be necessarily good. I know. Dad? Papa? I really hope you're not talking about us. Oh, crap. He remembers. He's remembering something. Oh, baby Iki. He's like blocked it out. Why was it? It was buried so deep. Has Vice been keeping this from Iki? Has Vice been helping him to suppress it? Whoa, they're gonna protect him. What? Fight it, Papa! Fight it! No! Oh my lord. He's like, don't you dare lay a hand on my kids. Don't you dare. He can control Vail to a degree. Holy crap. Poof! It's gone. It's dormant. Oh, Dad. I knew this person was more than just, oh wow, I called that a long time ago. Don't tell me they were like Kamen Riders or something back in the day, and then this big dramatic thing happened, and now he's been looking out for him at the bathhouse. Fudge. He remembers it all now. He's been pushing it down. He's been pushing it down. Oh my god. Whoa. Betraying me. Okay, so they were partners in the same way Iki and Vice were, and then he tried to get rid of him and go live in exile or something. No wonder he blocked us out. Good God. Are you kidding me? Don't tell me. Is that... Vice? Did Vice protect him? Was Vice born from this? I am gonna lose it. Vice has always been there for us. Wow. Trying to get him to sign the contract. Again, feeling Deno-ish. Oh. So we'll just forget this ever happened, but... So that's why... What exactly did Iki/Vice do to protect? Dang. He couldn't remember. Oh. Is the so yeah, so no, the contract is good. There's more. But wait, there's more. Try and figure out what they were. course, weaponization's gonna be, like, first thing. Okay. That's the head of the research. Oh. So, was it Dad? And so, I'm guessing it was. So that's why all the kids were, like, compatible, too. I've been saying that for a while. Descendants of Gifu. There we go. That's what you want to hear. Oh, dang it. Ha! Wow. So I think for a lot of us, that's going to be confirmation of, like, what we were already kind of guessing, but definitely much more background on how it actually happened. So, all right, guys. Let's review. George's family and the Igarashis are very closely linked in that the dad was brought back with power of Gifu. And that's why I had said for a while, I'm like, if Dad is a demon, then that's how all the kids can do it. But I think that part was pretty clear. It was kind of the why and the how. But what exact role does George play in this too? Because the dad was kind of like, isn't that what was the dad? Let me go back and see. I feel like the dad was saying, like, don't get near my son. He was saying, like, don't get near my son. Let's go back and see real quick. If I can even find, I'm not going to be able to find that part. That would be like, oh, here it is. Wow, I actually found it. Let's see. Yeah, that's what he said. Let's review that little conversation again. Oh, no, it skipped me to the end. Did it skip me to the end? No. Yes. He said, don't touch my son. So what role does George have to play in all of this? Dang, guys. So a much clearer picture of how everything was discovered, how everything has been manipulated, what it has to do with the Igarashi family, what it has to do with Karizaki family, and kind of a confirmation / fleshing out, I think, of a lot that we had wondered about. Wow. And Dad, when separated, like, seems to have no memory, and that's why he's just been happy-go-lucky Dad. I hope they're going to give us, like, flashbacks of what this was like before all of it. So he had a family, and he was like, he decided to kick Vail to the curb. I wonder, like, what kind of stuff he was doing as, like, Kamen Rider Vail. Like, was it good stuff, or was it just that he didn't want to be in that kind of symbiotic relationship anymore with an individual who seems very aggressive, like Vail? I mean, individual, like, demon. I wonder, like, I'm so curious now as to, like, what the details are of him being a Kamen Rider. I would love to know. Now, there's an opportunity for them. Like, I know they did some, like, background stuff with Saber, and I think other series, too. Like, they've done this where they'll do, like, kind of a separate anime or comic book or something, kind of, like, fleshing out a story, like, backstory of a character or something. I would love to see them do that with Kamen Rider Vail. Wouldn't that be fun? Just to, like, have, like a mini series or something like that, maybe. Kind of showing us, like, the adventures. Also, can we talk about Vice being there? Now, when I first saw that, I'm like, was this how Vice was, like, born? Was he born out of, like, a traumatic incident, and, like, that's how Iki developed his inner demon? Or was he always kind of there, and he was like, I'm gonna seize this opportunity to develop a contract? Either way, Vice for the win. And contract is still intact because his lips were sealed. Does Vice have lips? He has like a face. Guessing he has something close to lips. Anywho, wow. So that was a big one. That was a big reveal. That was we finally got some payoff for all these things there. And I honestly didn't think, I started off this reaction saying like, oh, they're not gonna tell us about that for a little while. Dang, I'm so glad I was wrong. I'm so glad I was wrong. That was fantastic. Wow, there was a lot to think about. A lot to still, like, there's still a lot to get into. I mean, we know the basics now, but I'm sure there's like even more to it than just kind of the basic outline of the story that we just got. So I am dying to know more. Oh man. Oh, well, like, what do we do now? Like, Vail went away. He was able to control Vail. Like, are we gonna like fill Dad in on this? Does Mom know? I'm guessing Mom doesn't know about any of this. My guess would be that Mom does not know. But I've said for a while, Boo, I think his name is, like, I feel like there's more to it. Like, he always comes in with like all this like detective info just when we need it. I'm like, are you really just a guy who hangs out at the bathhouse? Turns out I was right. I'm so glad I'm like a super like suspicious person. I'm so glad I read too much into like everything. Really paid off in this case. All right, guys, I can't wait to see what's going to happen. That was amazing. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. As always, thank you so much for joining me today, and please be sure to join me next time. Something tells me we have a lot of craziness ahead of us, and we will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.